Hi everyone, my name is Billy from Piano and Pies and this is the tutorial for Thank God I Do. So there's an introduction which turns into a verse where the piano part stays the same and your left hand is playing quite a low note of G and then there's a right hand note of B quite far above it. So we've got, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you're thinking of how many times we play it. And then it resolves down to an E in the left hand and a G in the right hand. We then repeat that a few times. That's 4 times, and then we go down to a C in the left hand with an E in the right hand. And we play that E 8 times and the C just sustains. So the full introduction and the verse, once round, would sound like this. You then repeat that part this many times that you can see on the screen. There is then a small pre-chorus where she sings the words alone, alone, and there's some really low chords. There is a G chord, but it seems like they're missing out the third. All I mean by that is your right hand's going to play a G, miss out a B note and get in a D there, and your left hand has got a low note of G. It then goes to a C chord, and the way that they play it on the track is a C in the left hand, a G and an E in the right hand, followed by a D major chord, which is D in the left hand, A and an F sharp at the top. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that leads into the next part of the song. Just before we move on to the next part of the song, if you're interested in getting the sheet music for this, as well as the chords where the lyrics and the chords match up, you can head on over to my Patreon page. There's a £2 tier, and you can get the PDFs of most of the chord progressions and sheet music for most of the songs that I put onto YouTube, as well as a ton of other perks, such as your name on the screen, like these amazing people, and early access content, and a ton of other stuff. Links are in the description. Anyway, on with the rest of the video. So the first chord of the chorus is a G major chord, where we have G notes in the left hand, playing an octave. In the right hand you've got B, D, G at the top. And what happens with the notes in the chord of the right hand is that they alternate between the two higher notes and then the lower note. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the left hand just sustains. We're going to use that over the next 3 chords in the chorus. Speaking of which, the second chord is a D major chord. In the right hand you will play A, D and F sharp. And the left hand holds and sustains the F sharp note. So we go from G to D. It then goes down to an E minor chord, which is E in the left hand, E octaves. And then you've got a G, B and E at the top in the right hand, follows the same pattern. So up to now you have G, D, E minor, and the fourth and final chord we need for the chorus is a C major chord. We have C octave notes there, and we've got a G, C and E at the top, and it follows the same pattern. So all the chords put together for the chorus sounds like this: G, D, E minor, C. And for the first chorus, that loops around for a second time. At this point, things start to repeat. It goes back to a introduction and second verse, which is just the same as earlier, and so on. It then goes to the pre-chorus, where you play the G, C, and D chord. It then goes to a chorus, which instead of playing it twice, they play it 4 times round. After that, there's a bridge section of sorts, but the piano part is exactly the same as the chorus. After that, it then repeats even more. You've got the part yet again, and then at the end of the song, there is a chorus of sorts where the piano plays block chords instead of the pattern. And all I mean by block chords is instead of breaking up the notes of that chord, you're going to sustain them all together like this. And they hold for 4 beats each like this. So just the same chords as before, the same notes, G major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And that loops around this many times until the end of the song where it finishes on a nice G major chord. And there we go, there's the song. So not too many parts to it, and it sounds really nice. So just as a reminder, if you'd like to get the sheet music as well as the chord charts and the lyrics, then you can head on over to my Patreon page. There's a £2 tier that you can follow there. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I shall see you in the next video.